mech. I said, this coin mech's not working. So I drove all the way to the person who sold it to me.
Welcome to Vendtelligence, hosted by Kayin Pepper Kelly and Shane Christie. This episode is sponsored by Kiosk. On today's episode, troubleshooting and repairs. Let's get Vendtelligent.
This episode, what are we talking about?
So we're going to be talking about troubleshooting and repairs. So, let's get into some of our experiences about equipment breakdowns, inventory troubles, all of the above. Things that people can kind of expect to face in the industry and kind of, I guess, how to overcome these challenges, and just to understand that, you're not alone. We all face these challenges, especially just in business in general.
You are not alone. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if we have enough time to go over it. Like, my failures, which are learnings.
Yeah.
I don't even, I feel like I'm Kevin Hart right now. Like, laugh at my pain.
Yeah.
Like, where do I start? Like, where coin mechs have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Bill acceptors. The compressor.
Yeah.
Vacuuming that and inventory falling on you.
Yeah, for sure.
And splashing and going everywhere where you have to clean it, clean this stuff. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I could go on for days about this stuff. But let's start off with, what are some common issues that have happened that you faced in the industry?
Yeah, for sure. So I guess one of the most common is really just having a coin stuck in the coin mechanism.
Yeah.
And that's generally an easy fix. It's just one of those things where it's like, it can really impact the customer service. It usually just comes down to taking out the actual the coin catcher part, where all the tubes are.
Yeah.
And then just fishing the one coin out. So that's pretty common, but I have had it where I've had coins get stuck in the actual chute.
Yeah.
In the machine. Somebody's put too much coins in the chute in the machine, and I remember because there's the box at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
The coins, they go through the chute and either they get caught into the tubes in the receptacle, but if you're at your par level, then they go into the catcher box in the bottom.
Yeah.
And so I remember I had this one issue where there were too many coins that got stuck in the chute, and then it was stopping all the coins from going to the bottom, and it was just causing a whole bunch of issues with the machine. So I literally I took this extendable telescopic magnet that I have, and I had to shove it up in there. And bro, the amount of coins that actually came out of it, I had no idea that this many coins got stuck, but I was doing it for a good 5 minutes, and they were just coming out. I was like, oh, sick, I'm rich now. All of these coins were just coming out of the chute. So that was kind of one of the issues that I had to deal with on one of my older machines. How about you?
This is why they say, go cashless.
Right?
Go cashless.
That's a nice plug. Yeah,
right?
for
This
sure.
is why they say go cashless. So if you don't need a coin mech, don't use one.
Yep.
But we get it. There's some locations that will need a coin mech and they want cash. Fine. Mm-hmm. Take it. Mm. But if you don't need it, don't use it.
Yeah.
For me, some of my learning and failures that I've done is especially when I'm loading inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, this happened with a kiosk machine.
Yeah.
When you pull out the roll,
mm-hmm.
it tilts down.
Yes.
So now, if the coils are not tightened enough, and you put drinks in, it could slip through.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Right. You already know where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm loading.
You're probably rushing too.
I'm rushing, right?
Yeah.
I'm
always when you're rushing is when things go wrong.
Right? I'm doing my route. I got 3 locations. I want to, service them and get home at a certain time.
Yeah.
I got things to do. So pull it out. You got to load from the back to the front. Okay? So I'm loading okay, boom, boom, boom. And then it slips, boom, everything explodes.
Oh no.
I'm like, ah, and then it explodes.
Yeah.
One thing I always carry a toolbox. I always carry microcloths with me, and I always have cleaners with me. So that's something like I suggest you folks at home.
That's a major key right there for sure.
To have, right? Toolbox, cleaners, cloths. Always to wipe down the machine, clean it, maintaining it, etc. So it took me some time. I had to wipe it up. The locations was nice enough to lend me their mop because it was a big mess. And then some of it got on that specific machine. The compressor is down at the bottom. Yeah. So I had to like turn off the machine, wipe off the compressor, etc., etc. So that's one of my stories. I have a similar story also with the coin mech being stuck, like coins getting stuck. Not as bad as like putting a thing up there and jamming it, but I did have coin mech issues too.
Transform your vending experience with Kiosoft's all-in-one solutions. From compact to full-size machines, we have the ideal solution for every need. Every machine comes equipped with our Ultra Series payment readers, offering versatile payment options, a sleek LCD touchscreen display, and effortless integration. Along with Kiosoft's backend management system, you get remote inventory tracking, real-time data analytics, comprehensive reporting, and much more, all from a single platform. Check it out.
It's funny you mentioned the product following. So a couple times when I was rushing, I had my little dolly, and then I had a couple bins stacked on it. And this was like one of my larger locations, so I had to bring a lot of product.
Yeah.
And then I also had the cases of pop stacked on top of that. So I remember at one point, I was like rushing into the location. And of course, you know, like when you're moving your product from the parking lot physically inside to the building, you're going to have lips and bumps and stuff like that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And if you don't have like super heavy duty wheels on your cart or your dolly, you need to be really careful when you're going over those bumps. So I remember one time I was going to this retirement home that I had, and I was like rushing. I went over this bump and it was probably, my product was probably stacked maybe like 4 feet high because I had like 2 bins and then I had the pop on the top.
Yeah.
I go over the bump and then the whole thing just falls over. Oh, no. And there's like people coming out too, so it was so embarrassing. And they're like, "Oh, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And so I'm just trying to clean it up. Like a couple cans exploded, so they're like spraying everywhere. And
everyone's
stuff.
getting shot by pop, like walking by.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. So ever since that time, I was like super, super careful. Even if I was rushing, I would always take it slowly, like over
that bump. Yeah, there's speed bumps for a reason. Right?
Exactly. How about any bill validator errors? Have you had any of those before?
Yeah, so funny story. So back to the coin and bill validators. So smart machines. I have one. I have a few.
Yeah.
I have a ton. And installing the bill validator and the coin mech was fine. Programming it with the machine was like, oh man. I hope my expression says it all. Now, it was working, but it wasn't syncing to the machine and to my NIAX reader. And it took me forever to get it going. Like, I had to call the manufacturer. I had to get somebody on the line with me. I even went and I bought the coin mech. I said, this coin mech's not working. So I drove all the way to the person who sold it to me. And then I had them test it out because it's a warehouse with different vending machines. So they tested out there. They're like, it's fine. We put on the set in. I'm like, all right, fine. Drove all the way back, to my location, put it in. It was just a huge mess. So like, yeah, I've ran into coin and bill validator errors where I have to fix the machine, and it wasn't optimal. And that's why I tell everybody, cashless is the way to go. Ava Water is an ultra refreshing relaxation drink that helps you chill, reset, and stay on top of your game. Sit back and relax, because you avoid issues and scenarios like that. And it's just cleaner.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to worry about theft and people trying to break into your machines, etc. So I think that's why it's cashless, but I'm big on customer experience.
Yeah.
If the customer wants a coin mech and a bill validator, and it's warranted, where they're like, we have X amount of employees that are requesting for this.
Yeah.
So can you please put in the machine? Yeah. Fine, I'll do it. But if they can't back it up with a percentage of employees that want it and that need it, then no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's also an added expense, right? Like, that's like an extra $700 or $800 that you need to spend in capex if you're putting a coin mech and a bill validator on that too. So keeping those off is gonna, it's gonna keep your costs down.
Exactly, and like, can you recuperate that X amount that you spent?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I'm going to spend $1,000 on both devices, how long is it going to take for me to recuperate, that cost?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. I'll share a story as well. So, and this is why I also recommend people to buy from legitimate distributors.
Absolutely, that is key.
Yeah, not just for their equipment, but or not just for their machines, but also for their bill validators and coin mechs.
Yeah.
I remember, I found this guy on Facebook Marketplace. He was selling a bill validator for like under $300.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be an MEI, which is like most of the ones that you see.
Yeah,
like either
that's
MEI
the
or
common
CoinCo.
Yep.
So I went, I picked it up from a spot. It seemed like it was working fine. And then I go and I put it on my machine, and it's just not working at all. Like, it turns on, but it's just not accepting Canadian bills. I randomly had an American bill on me, and I put it in there, and it accepted the American bill.
Oh, wow.
And so that's kind of one thing to keep in mind too. It's like you can buy these MEI coin mechs, or just coin mechs in general, off of eBay, but they need to be programmed to Canadian bills.
Yeah.
Thankfully that guy was super nice, and he just he refunded me my money. I brought him the reader back, but that's kind of one of the bill validator issues that I've had as well. And and again, like, these things, they have a lifespan.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, buying refurbished, you may not get a very long life out of it either. So it's definitely important to know who you're buying from.
Yeah, that's very important, because you want to make sure it has warranty. You want to make sure that, it could be serviced properly. So that is very, very important. And another topic I want to touch on, this is in my early days. So I would say first month that, run the business. And this shows that when starting a vending business or a company, any type of company, you gotta have the grit. So I have a smart machine, Android based, and I had to do a software update because the type of machine I had, you could do combos, you could do multiple purchases at once, and that function wasn't working. And then when we noticed, I had to update the software.
Yeah.
And this is a new machine.
Yeah.
So I was like really frustrated. The support was overseas, so they're 12 hours ahead.
Yeah, that's no good.
Right? And I was just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
I'm in the establishment. It was like it's a retail store, so they had long hours, and I felt like I was an employee. They felt so bad for me. They're like, "Oh man, you're still here?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like I was there for hours trying to troubleshoot this. And if you're not tech savvy, luckily like I'm somewhat like tech inclined. But if you're not, you really need that support. And it's it was a nightmare.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's one thing that's really good about Kiosoft is that they have a dedicated support team for Canada on Canadian hours. So, you're not going to have to try to be troubleshooting with somebody overseas at inconvenient hours. So, I think that's a major selling point for them.
Yeah, and that is a great selling point because there's a few times I had to, and this goes with the business and the type of machine I purchased. There's a few times where I had to wake up 2-3 in the morning.
No,
I promise you, man. I can't make this up. I can't make this up.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I would set an alarm to wake up like 1 to 3 in the morning, to get on the phone with their support for them to help troubleshoot. Like I would have the machines in my garage.
Yeah.
I plug them in, run downstairs. All right, FaceTime, and then I'm troubleshooting this with them. But you know what? Shout out to Kiosoft. Don't have to worry about that because it's, Canadian hours, Eastern and Pacific time, so we'll be good. But that is a great call out.
Transform your vending experience with Kiosoft's all-in-one solutions. From compact to full-size machines, we have the ideal solution for every need. Every machine comes equipped with our Ultra Series payment readers, offering versatile payment options, a sleek LCD touchscreen display, and effortless integration. Along with Kiosoft's backend management system, you get remote inventory tracking, real-time data analytics, comprehensive reporting, and much more, all from a single platform. Check it out.
And another thing I would suggest with everybody getting into the business is try to find a technician, a good reputable technician.
Or 2 or 3.
Yeah. Technicians to help solve any of these issues. Yeah. If you're handy yourself and you know what to do and you're good with repairs and you're tech savvy, that's great. But if you're not, try to network and find, a couple technicians that could help you.
Yeah, and I mean that's certainly something that we can help our listeners and our viewers out with. I remember my one main technician that I had, he never liked to work.
So why is he a technician?
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Like I would tell him that I had an issue with the machine and he's like, "Oh, okay, just send me a picture." Okay, here's what you do, this, and this. And so, I mean, thankfully, he ended up teaching me a lot. But there were some times where it's just like, I've already been there troubleshooting this thing for like an hour or two. Just come and help me, bro.
Yeah. I'm paying you the money. Just come.
Come and help me, bro.
Come. We need to get this fixed. I don't want to stay at the establishment for longer than I need to. Just come.
Yeah, and so that's why I say you need to have like 2 or 3 techs in your area. But yeah, that's certainly something we can help out with. And
I agree.
Something that I'm pretty passionate about as well is like I would really like to create like a solid resource for people that has like every single machine if we could, and have videos on every single machine, so that people could just go there and then troubleshoot it themselves. Because for me, when I was at locations, a lot of the times I was just trying to find people who made videos on YouTube with a specific machine to try to figure out what I had to do. And sometimes it would have me there for hours trying to figure it out,
Depending on the machine you have, if you don't have a common machine, absolutely. There's a lack of knowledge and there's a gap there. Yeah. We want to absolutely, for Vendtelligence, we want to close the gap on certain machines, especially the modern ones. But Absolutely. Like that is something that is needed in this industry. But yeah, with that being said, like I would love to hear everybody else's issues, failures,
Yeah.
funny stories. Leave that, drop us a comment or a DM on what experiences have you been through as a new or experienced operator. I know there's tons of scenarios that you probably have gone through, and we
Yeah.
would love to hear that.
Yeah, tell us a time a product like burst open on you and sprayed all over you, or tell us a time you had to spend a few hours at a location fixing a machine.
Yeah, exactly. We would love to hear the stories. And if there's anything else that you guys would want to know as far as issues or errors that have come up, let us know.
Yeah.
But
also, when it comes to like card reader troubleshooting as well, NIAX troubleshooting and all that kind of stuff too.
yeah, absolutely. But until then, thanks for tuning in to this episode. I'm Shane. This is Kayin. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for tuning in to Vendtelligence. Thank you to our sponsors, Keelsoft and Ava Water. Subscribe to Vendtelligence wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media and the links below. Peace!